Bugungi darsimizda Cambridge 6 Test 2 Reading Passage 1 analizini ko'rib chiqamiz. Birinchi navbatda titlga qaragan holda nima haqida ekanligini tushunishimiz kerak. Advantages of public transport, ya'ni public transportni advantage, ya'ni foydali tomonlari haqida bo'lar ekan. Mavzumiz savolga javob berishga harakat qilishimiz kerak. Keling, shu savolga javob berishga harakat qilamiz. Xo'p, nima qilish kerak? Birinchi navbatda savol turlarini ko'ra olamiz. List of headings, demak bu qismda matching headinglarni qilar ekanmiz. Demak 5 ta, 8 ta, 3 ta bizga keraksiz variantlarni bor, o'shalarni topib chiqarib olishimiz kerak bo'lar ekan. Tekstimiz sal g'alatiroq ekan, chunki masalan ABCD mana bir qismdan keyin kelgan. Mayli, bilmayman. True false kelgan savollarni faqatgina savolni o'qigan holda javobini topishimiz mumkin va undan keyin list of descriptions, bu descriptionlarni topishimiz kerak. Auckland, Portland, Perth. Xo'p, birinchi navbatda nima qilishimiz kerak? Birinchi navbatda biz matching informationlarni, matching headinglarni bajara olishimiz kerak. Matching headinglar bilan birgalikda true false kelganlarni bajarishga harakat qilishimiz kerak. Agar qo'limizdan keladigan bo'lsa, qo'limizdan kelmasa, nochora nima qilamiz? Ilojimiz yo'q. Lekin matching headinglarni birinchi bajaraman. Shular muhimroq. Qarangda, masalan, sorry. Nimaga e'tibor berish kerak? Savolga javoblarni berganda e'tiborli bo'lish kerak. Birinchi navbatda taxmin qilib bo'lmaydiganlarni bajarish kerak. Taxmin qilib bo'lmaydiganlarni bajargansiz nima demoqchiman? Taxmin qilib, masalan, tasavvur qiling. 1 soat vaqtingiz bor. 1 soat ulgurmasligingiz aniq. Birinchi taxmin qilib bo'lmaydiganlarni bajarsangiz, oxiri taxmin qilib bo'ladiganlarni prosta taxmin qilib olsangiz, masalan, true false keyin taxmin qilsa bo'ladi. True belgilasangiz, masalan, ikkitasi yoki uchtasi to'g'ri chiqadi. Agar lekin mana list of headings taxmin qiladigan bo'lsangiz, to'g'ri chiqish ehtimoli juda ham kam. O'shuning uchun ham birinchi navbatda test qachon bajarayotganingizda taxmin qilib bo'lmaydiganlardan birinchi boshlashni maslahat berardim. Tushunarli bo'ldi degan umiddaman. Okay, let's go. Paragraph A. In fact, Newman believes the main reason for adapting one sort of transport over another is politics. The more democratic the process, more public transport is favored. He considers Portland, Oregon, a perfect example of this. Some years ago, federal money was granted to build a new road. Our local pressure groups forced a referendum over whether to spend the money on light rail instead. The rail proposal won and railway worked spectacularly well. In the years that have followed, more and more rail systems have been built, put in, dramatically changing the nature of the city. Newman notes that Portland has about the same population as Perth, had similar population density at that time. Avoiding overcrowded yo'q. A successful exercise yo'q. A successful must be successful. Benefits of working together yo'q. Higher incomes need to mean nope. Economics nope. Impact of telecommunications nope. Responding to arguments against public transport. Mana tushunarli. Bu a successful degani article adashib kelib qolgan ekanda. A article successful exercise in people in power bo'ladi. Bu 2 bo'ladi, chunki o'z ko'rganingizdek yo'l quramiz deyishgan ekan, government deydilar. Mana local, mana some years ago federal money was granted to build a new road, ya'ni yangi yo'l quramiz deyishgan ekan, lekin local pressure groups, mahalliy gruppalar yo'l qurmaysan, light rail qurasan debdi. Referendum bo'lgan ekan, rail proposal won bo'lgan ekan. Shuning uchun ham o'z ko'rganingizdek power, ya'ni kuch, odamlarni kuchini yoki odamlarni hokimiyatini, hukumatini to'g'ri ishlatilishi deb olishimiz mumkin ekan. Yaxshi idea bo'lmadi, shuni olmasligim kerak shu videoni. Mayli, oxirigacha yetkazib qo'yish kerak endi boshlagandan keyin boshlagan narsani. Next. In the UK, travel times to work had been stable for at least 6 centuries, with people avoiding situations that required them to spend more than half an hour travel to work. Trains and cars initially allowed people to live at greater distance without taking longer to reach their destination. However, public infrastructure didn't keep pace with urban sprawl, causing massive congestion problems, which now take commuting times far higher. In UK, olti century davomida, asr davomida muammo bo'lmagan travel time qochgan, train karlarni ishlatgan holda spending less time spend bo'lgan. Keyin urban sprawlni ahamiyatga olmaganligi sababli public transport keyin uxlagan. Avoiding overcrowded center bo'lar ekan bu. Nimaga? Urban sprawl degani, siz sprawl degan so'zga e'tibor berishingiz kerak bu qismda. Urban sprawl degani bu shahar chekkasida joylashgan hovlichalar bor. Masalan, shahar bo'ladi, sentr bo'ladi, keyin hamma joy hovli bo'lib ketadi, suburb, hamma joy hovli bo'lib ketadi. O'sha urban sprawl deyiladi. Nima bo'ldi? Avoiding overcrowded centers. Demak, odamlar sentrdan qochgan, chetlarda uy quravergan, kamroq vaqt sarflagan, lekin mana public infrastructure adapt qilmaganligi sababli yaxshi natijalarga olib kelmagan. O'shuning uchun ham bu bir bo'ladi. There is a widespread belief that increasing wealth encourages people to live further out there where cars are only viable transport. Example of European cities refutes that. They're often wealthier than American counterparts but haven't generated the same level of car use. In Stockholm, car use has actually fallen in recent years as the cities become larger and wealthier. New study makes their point even more starkly. Developing cities in Asia such as Jakarta and Bangkok make more use of the car when than wealthier Asian cities such as Tokyo, Singapore. That developed later discovered the building of public transport. People have been forced to rely on cars. In cities where that developed later. Demak, kechroq rivojlangan shaharlarda World Bank bilan Asian Development Bank public transport qurishni discourage qilgan, ya'ni qurishni qo'llab-quvvatlamagan yoki qurishdan olib qochgan odamlarni, chiqarib tashlagan odamlar. Shuning uchun ham odamlar karlarga rely on qilishga majbur bo'lgan, creating massive traffic jams that characterize our cities. Tushunarsiz? Nimaga? High income nope. Siz to'g'ri bo'lar ekanda, demak. Nimaga to'g'ri bo'lishini hozir tushuntiraman. Xo'p, economic arguments failed to persuade. Telecommunication against public transport. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, high income, ya'ni yuqori doxod more carni bildirmaydi degan, chunki o'z ko'rganingizdek o'ylaymizki, mana widespread belief, keng tarqalgan belief bor. Agar wealth bo'lsa, odamlar wealth bo'lsa, o'sha karlarni ishlatadigan vaziyatga keladi. Lekin bu Yevropadagi shaharlar buni refute qiladi, ya'ni buni откazать qiladi. Masalan, Stockholmda hozir kuchli bo'lgani bilan, kuchli puldor bo'lgani bilan kam bo'ldi, mana car use tushdi degan. Jakarta, Bangkokda odamlar ko'proq mashina ishlatadi, lekin ular wealthyroq emas, Tokyo, Singapurga qaraganda degan. Kechroq rivojlangan shaharlarda discourage qilingan public transport. O'shuning uchun ham bu high income ga bog'liq emas degan ma'lumotni to'g'ri bergan ekan. Newman believes one of the best studies on how cities built for cars might be converted to rail use in the Urban Village report, which used Melbourne as an example. It found that pushing everyone into the city center was not the best approach. Instead, pushing everyone. Instead, the proposal actively advocated the creation of urban villages, hundreds of sites, mostly around railway stations. Rail use. Telecommunication, population distribution. Maybe it's one. Avoiding our crowded center manager. Damn it, man. Avoiding our crowded center bo'lishi mumkin. Demak, B xavfsizda qoldi bizda. Nimaga avoiding our crowded center bo'ldi bu qismda? Bunga sabab, asosiy sabab o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, which used to sell more, it found that pushing everyone into the city, ya'ni hammani city centerga push qilish yaxshi approach bo'lmagan ekan. Proposal ekan, o'sha anosi предложенияsi creation of urban village. Urban villagelarni yaratish, yuzlab joylarda railway stationlar bor joyda degan ma'lumotni berishibdi. Tushunarli. Hop. B o'zgarar ekan unda. I don't know. No, economic argument yo'q. Working together yo'q. Following the organization transport. Siz mana 8 olsam kerak bu qismga. 5 1 olmayman, 8 olaman. Chunki paragraph B da responding to arguments against rail transport boshqalarga to'g'ri kelmaydi, umuman to'g'ri kelmaydi. Shuning uchun ham bir qolsin B ga. Lekin men bu D ga 8 olmasam bo'lmaydi, chunki 8 javob bo'ladi bu. I don't know. Bilmayman. Top olinglar. No. It was once assumed that improvements in telecommunications would lead to more dispersal of human populations. People were no longer forced to cities. Teams of research demonstrated population job density of cities rose to remain constant after decades of decline. The explanation for this seemed to be that it's valuable to place people working in related fields together. The new world will largely depend on human creativity. Creativity floors where people come together face to face. Demak, o'shunda benefits of working together in cities bor ekan. Chunki o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, bu qisqasi qiyin-da, qisqasi mana shu yerda gapni oldimda. Telecommunication nimaga javob bo'lmasligini tushuntirib o'tirmayman. Просто mana shu yerda javob bor. Agar odamlarni bitta joyga qilsang, creativity kerak, creativity bilan rivojlanadi degan gap bor. Bo'ldi. Boshqa qilmayman, bo'ldi. O'tirmayman boshqa. Wow, it's hard. Portlandni ko'rdik shekilli, mana Portlandni ko'rdik. Oaklandni ko'rmadik. Mana Oakland bor. Perth, where's Perth? Where's Perth? First here. Damn it. Portland. Public transport successful uses light trail transportation and highly environment. Public transport system despite cold winters profitable moves from road trail light transport system. Damn it, man. Qisqasi buni ham o'qib chiqish kerak javoblarni topish uchun. A new study conducted the world blah 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 demonstrated that public transport is more efficient than cars. The study compares the proportion of whales poured into transport by 37 cities around the world. This includes both public and private transport of all building, maintaining using transport system. Found that Western Australia cities are a good example of city with minimal public transport. As a result, went to transport costs. Some, on the other hand, spend as little as 5%. They pointed out that these more efficient cities were able to put the difference into attracting industry, jobs, creating a better place to live. Is a rather unusual city in this sort of comparison. He described it as two cities, European cities surrounded by a car-dependent one. Melbourne, a large tram network has made car use in the inner city much lower, but outer suburbs have the same car-based structure as most of the Australian cities. Explosion in demand for accommodation in the inner suburbs suggests a recent change in many people's preference as to where to live. Okay. Melbourne kerak emasdi. O'qish kerak emasdi Melbourne. Perthni o'qidik. Minimal public transport. Inefficient due to limited public transport bo'ladi. Bu F bo'ladi javob qisqasi. Nimagaligi sababi minimal public transport limited synonym, inefficient but 17% uxlaganiga ma'lumot bergan. Auckland, where are you Auckland? So other physical features road lobbies are on stronger, for example, new and exit harbor is just hilly as open to develop good rail network. Mana. Hard. Hilly and inappropriate for rail transport system. Mana hilly turibdi. Hard inappropriate bo'ladi, rail transport bo'ladi. Shuning uchun D bo'ladi Auckland. Portlandni ko'rdik biz. Portlandda profitably moved from road to light transport systemga ko'rdik buni. C chunki odamlarni lobby qilganini ko'rdik. Aytda road quramiz deganda, yo'q, local light rail transport qurasan deganda. Shuning uchun ham bu FTC bo'ldi. True false not given. I'm tired, seriously I'm tired. I'm gonna die. Okay, let's go. Study examine public and private transit in every city of the world. Every city. 37 cities. Demak, 37 ta shaharni ko'rgan. Every cityni ko'rmaganda, har bitta cityni ko'rmaganda, shuning uchun ham bu false bo'ladi. Efficient cities can improve the quality of life in their further. Efficient cities improve quality of life. More efficient cities create better place to live. I should have our job. True. Inner city tram network is dangerous for car drivers. No information about it. Inner city tram bor, lekin dangerous car driver haqida yo'lga sababli buni not given. Melbourne people prefer to live with outside suburbs. Mana explosion in demand for accommodation in inner suburbs of Melbourne suggests a recent change in many people's preference as to where to live. Demak, odamlarni preference предпочтениясida o'zgarish bo'lgan, ichkaridan o'sha demand talab ko'p bo'lgani uchun ham tashqariga chiqishga majbur bo'lgan Melbourneda. Bu true bo'ladi. Outer suburbda yaxshi ko'radi ular. Keyingisi, cities with high levels of bicycle use can be efficient even with winter only averagely good. Public transport normalniy bo'lsa ham bicycle bo'lsa zo'r bo'lishi mumkin degan gap bo'lishi kerak. Mana bicycle use was not included in study of but new noted that two most bicycle friendly cities were very efficient even though public transport were reasonable but not special. To'g'ri bo'ladi bu. Bu nimaga true bo'ldi? Chunki Newman studies bicycle use ni include qilmagan, lekin u Newman aytganki, eng yaxshi bicycle friendly shaharlarda Amsterdam Kopengagenda efficient bo'lgan, shahar efficient bo'lgan. Transport zo'r bo'lmasa ham mana were reasonable, normalniy bo'lgan, lekin special bo'lmagan. Shuning uchun ham true bo'ladi bu javob. Bo'ldi. Hamma savollarga javob berishga harakat qildim va muammo bo'lsa kommentarda qoldiringlar. I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired. Bundan ortiqcha bera olmayman. Shu yetarlicha berganim bo'ldi. Keyingi darsda ko'rishguncha xayr, bye bye.